Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video today, we're talking SuperStation, but in particular, there are some videos out on YouTube and there's some chatter online that there are some issues with the SuperStation 1. And I've looked into these and it turns out that people don't understand how the MiSTerFPGA works. That's completely understandable because when I first got the MiSTer, I was overwhelmed. And over the course of like the 3 or so years that I have been covering the device on my YouTube channel and I've been playing it and enjoying it, I have learned a lot more. So there was a short that I looked at and I featured this in one of my videos yesterday when I was looking at some of the videos I did, as well as some other videos that are up there on the internet. Now, I did this, I had a quick look at this and the channel behind this, which is Kuzex Mods. Overall, they are very, very happy with it, but they do mention in their video that there are some issues with this, as in the PlayStation ports are not working, and as well as that, they couldn't find a Bluetooth option anywhere in the menu. Let me address the Bluetooth option first. In order to access Bluetooth, the easiest way to do it is plug in a keyboard. You can plug in a USB wired keyboard. I use like one of those Logitech Entertainment Center keyboards. Press F11 and it will toggle Bluetooth on and it will start searching for a device. Once it finds it, you can exit that menu. It's really easily done. There's probably a way of finding it in the menu somewhere, but I just find the keyboard route easier. However, the bigger issue that was kind of pointed out here was that the PlayStation controller ports are not working. This is completely incorrect. They are working, but I can understand why some people will come to that conclusion. How the controller ports work on this is they are known as SNAC controllers, SNAC or SNAC ports. What SNAC does is it bypasses like the operating system the MiSTer has, which is based on Linux, and it speaks directly to the core, in this case the PlayStation core. So what happens is when you plug in a controller, it's like plugging in a controller into an actual PlayStation. The PlayStation controller speaks directly to the core. This negates any input lag, not even 1 millisecond. It is as direct as you can get. But I can understand people that are buying this and they're like, oh, wow, I'm going to have a nostalgia vibe with my PlayStation. They dig out their PlayStation controller, they plug it in, they turn it on, and they can't access any of the menu. So that's a fair point. That's something that if I didn't know anything about MiSTer, I would have stuck the controller in and I would have thought, wow, why the heck is it not working? There's definitely an issue there. But what happens is, like I said, it only operates with the core, not just for controllers, but any other peripherals, like say a multi-tap is something that comes to mind. You can plug it in there. Basically anything that worked on a PlayStation 1 through the controller port will now work through the PlayStation controller port on the SuperStation 1, but it will not do the menu. So what I suggest you do is when you get it, plug in a keyboard. You can buy some really, really cheap small ones if you don't have one around, or any keyboard, use that to kind of navigate your way around the menu, or plug in a USB controller and use that to navigate your way around the menu. And then when you get into the PlayStation core, you will see that the PlayStation controllers work. So guys, that's it out there. If you've got any questions about MiSTer, especially if you've got a SuperStation 1 and it's your first ever FPGA gaming device, I do understand this stuff can be overwhelming. There's a great community behind it. There's lots and lots of resources out there that we can use. But I wanted to get this out there because this short done really, really well. A lot of people have watched it and a lot of people are watching it thinking, oh no, 40 units are going out. That is completely and utterly incorrect. It is working exactly as it should be. The MiSTer is a fantastic device, and one of the best features of the MiSTer is the ability, or the snackability, which lets you use original controllers and peripherals. It just means if later on you pair it with a super dock, you can bypass the PlayStation snack and you can use Nintendo 64 controllers, Super Nintendo controllers, original controllers. So you can essentially use hardware that you may have had in a drawer sitting for years and years on your brand new MiSTerFPGA or a SuperStation 1 that is a MiSTerFPGA. But anyway, guys, wanted to get that out there. So just remember, if you get your SuperStation 1, you plug in a PlayStation, an actual PlayStation controller into the ports and you can't control the menu. It's not because it's faulty or anything like that. It's because they will only work once you've actually booted up the PlayStation core, and it will work exactly as it did and as you remember it on your PlayStation. Anyway, guys, if you enjoy this kind of content and you want to stay up to date with all things FPGA gaming, then consider subscribing to the channel. Pressing that like button and turning on those notifications really helps as well. Anyway, guys, this is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.